disclaimer, if you watch the video, like if you're while you're watching the video, I might put this at the beginning of the video, guys. I just want to say the first time, like when I record this video, it was 45 to 48 minutes long, so I'm gonna split this video in half. I already know said it's gonna be a 2-part video, but now it's gonna be a 3-part video, just because I don't want you sitting, like I just don't want this to be too long of a video. So I'm gonna do part 2 and part 3. I'm gonna try to upload them all at the same time. I'm trying to get them both done and then split the video, get uploaded at the same time, just so like once you watch this video, you can watch the next part of it like instantly. Yo, I'm always gonna say yo because it's the big noops. Hold on, you know, it's the big noops is always, you know, cap alpha side, so always gonna be yoing. I think I'm always yo at the beginning of my video. So but what's good, YouTube? How y'all doing? This is Mr. Chrissy coming back with another video. First I want to say thank you for the last video. I think I received over like 20 views, and in my head, I'm like, whoa, like I could not even believe that there's 20 to 25 people who even wanted to watch that video. When I was editing it, like it just didn't hit me like that, you know. And just to see that people like have watched it, and I'm like, we're watching it, and like I think I got like a few likes on it and stuff like that. Someone threw a comment on there. Yo, it's just like, damn, you know, I'm gonna be fixing my hat throughout the whole videos, because like I know as I'm moving around it's gonna be like tilting, and I wanted to sit a certain way and shit like that. So please bear with me on that. But like I said, I really can't believe that like people like are watching that video. This is the part 2 of that video. If they get to know me, this is a more question and answer segment. So like, but really I just want to thank you once again for people who have been subscribing as well. I think we're at 11 right now, and that's like this is the same reaction I had when I had 20 like on Twitch. And that's like, yo, it's crazy, yo, because like I said, when you start to do this stuff, you're always in your head like, damn, like is this the right thing to do? Or people actually gonna support me and stuff like that? When you shouldn't even focus on that. You just gotta focus on making the content. The right people are gonna find it, the right people are gonna support you, and that's all that matters. You just start making the content for them, like, and I swear that's all that matters. It makes things a little easier in your head when you start to process it. But back to this video, like I said, this is the question and answer segment. I just wanted to take the time out to thank you guys, because like I'm extremely humble, I'm extremely grateful for all of this, and honestly it's just like you guys are pushing me to do better, like are pushing me to do better in these videos. So to jump right ahead, the first question I got was, who's your fave celeb photographer? My favorite celeb photographer, it might be a few of them. Off the top, I'm always go with Theo Scudra. He's an OVO photographer. He's been shooting with them for years. I've been following his account for years. I think like really I like the aesthetic that he always stayed with his black and white photos. Like that's something that he always kind of like stayed with, and it's not something you see all the time. Like you might see a black and white photo all the time, but we live in today's age where like most photos are going to be in color. So it's just great to see like someone is like sticking with their aesthetic like for so long. And I'm pretty sure he might posted some pictures in color, but like for the most part, when I see like a black and white like Drake photo like going through my timeline, I already like put in my head that he took that picture, you know. Another photographer I can shout out, her name is Megan. She's from Houston. She does like some concert photography as well. She's like also like I just like her work. I love the work, so I've been following her for a few years. Another one, his name is Gunnar Stahl or Gunnar Stahl. I don't know how to really pronounce his last name, but he's a hip-hop photographer as well. It's just like those, like all the photographers, they are like shooting in a space that where if I was to like take photography even extra serious, in a space that I would want to do. I always dreamed of like doing concert photography. It just seems so fun. It seems like the best of both worlds to me. Like I get to enjoy a show in a sense, because I know I'm there to work, but I wouldn't mind like working in that environment like all the time. Like going shooting a Travis Scott concert, Playboy Cardi concert, Lil Uzi concerts, going shooting the next day I'm going to go shoot Rolling Loud, and just, you know, that it just seems fun, even though like it seems like a lot of work. Photography is a lot of work. It's easy to press a button, like to think you're just aiming to press a button, but make sure you're getting your white balances right, your exposures right. Just like doing all of that is like also a lot of work, and then all the behind the scenes work of you actually editing the pictures. It's a real job, and like I want to shout out to everyone who does hold the camera right now and who is taking it very seriously. And just throw it out there, one of my also favorite photographers, I'm gonna say his name's Samir Copper Still Photography. If you haven't like booked with him, you need to book with him now. He is one of Jersey's best photographers. I promise you that on everything. Like, I promise you on everything. The money is worth it. He's going to make sure your pictures come out exactly how you want it to be. Quality is amazing. He works with a great team. I think it's called like the Vision Room. But other than that, I had to plug him in. He's a good photographer. He's a great friend of mine and everything. I do photography on my set as well, but like him, like he took it to another level. I can just be nothing but proud of him. Actually, today while I record this video, it's my two homies' birthday and stuff like that, so I definitely want to say shout out to them. Happy birthday to both of you guys. I'll probably leave this part in the video because like if you guys see it, I want you guys to see like, you know, I'm recording your birthday, so happy birthday. The next question I got was, what's your favorite Drake song or album and why? And that is a hard question. Like this is a hard question to be the second question for this video. I don't know, it's a lot of ways I can take this, but I think I'm gonna just go with my favorite song is Paris Morton Music. It's something about that verse, about that song, like it's just like Paris. If you don't know, Paris Morton Music is Drake's verse on Aston Martin Music, but it released as Paris Morton Music for all the OVO fans. Y'all know, I don't have to explain it to y'all. But yo, it's so if you know what the Aston Martin Music verse sounds like, his verse on the music video, because it's not even available on like the streaming song. To hear his voice, you either gotta listen to Paris Morton Music or you gotta watch the music video. But I don't know, it's just how it sounds, from the instrumental, just from the lyrics, just from the hooks, like it just like that whole song to me is like, I think it represents Drake like very well. Like it shows that his very lyrical side of him rapping, and it does show him like that he can sing a little bit, like how he can hit some notes as well. So I don't know, just all around that song was just like amazing to me. When I do hear it, it takes me back to a time where like things were a little bit more simpler. What was like 2011, 2010, like yeah, just hearing, like even when you hear just the first couple of notes of that song, my head's like whoa, like it takes me like, it's like time traveling in my sense. But yeah, like yeah, no, that's I'm going with that. The only other song I could probably say that could dethrone that song, it's Say What's Real off of So Far Gone. Say What's Real was one of the first couple of songs I listened to that was by Drake, and I was like, yo, this guy right here is gonna be one of the greatest rappers that we've encountered, one of the greatest artists that we have encountered. And that was me saying that back in 2010, 2009. Years later, I'm still saying like he is one of the greatest artists that we have ever like seen, have witnessed, and I would die on that hill. So is what it is, type it. Outside of that, my favorite Drake album, I know it said either song or album, but like my favorite Drake album, that changes by the year. Like yo, I can shoot this video right now and give you the answer, and if I was to shoot this video again next year, I'm pretty sure the answer would be different. But this year I'm feeling Views. Views is my favorite Drake album so far, and don't think I'm one of them Drake, like you can come test me, like I'm down for the test. At one point it was Nothing Was the Same. It's always back and forth between Nothing Was the Same and Views for me. Take Care was a great album for me. Think Me Later was a great album. I know some people, they always try to overlook Think Me Later, but that was a great album in my opinion. So Far Gone, amazing. What else? Scorpion, to me that was a good album. Like I like Scorpion. CLB was an amazing album. Like it's a bunch of albums that I do believe it was like he made good like bodies of projects. But Views, it just took me back to a time, like I was in college at that time, me and my friends were just enjoying life. I went to my first concert because of that, like that album got me to my first concert, summer 16. I will always remember that night, Monday, August 8th, 2016. I was at the Garden. It was me, it was my boy Paul, my boy Rel. We was in there partying with Drake, J. Cole. He brought out, I think Fat Joe. I think he brought like Pat Poose and Remy Ma. It was Dipset came out. It was an amazing night at Madison Square Garden, and I will always remember that night. From that night, I told myself I would never miss a Drake concert ever again. And then so far, I've been to, I think, most of them. I went to the one after that one was Aubrey and Three Migos. I ended up going to that one, and I just went to the It's All a Blur tour. yeah, no, like the OVO is a lifestyle for me. So like, yeah, no, I'm definitely living that to the fullest. The next question I got is like, would you rather find a perfect stick or a perfect rock? It's kind of hard because if I have a perfect rock, I'ma want to throw it. I don't know why. So I feel like if I have the perfect stick, I will hold it for much longer. Like I said, almost some noob shit as well is the noops. I can find myself twirling it like all the time. So like I feel like I'll have like the stick for much longer than I would have the rock. So I'm going with perfect stick. Next song, again, what was the first song you heard by Drake that made you a fan? The very first song that I heard by Drake was Best I Ever Had. I was one of them fans that heard So Far Gone, and I had to go back to listen to Comeback Season. Like, it was like that. I was like, oh, well, all right, so I'm gonna Comeback Season, listen to that. But So Far Gone was the first project that I heard, with Best I Ever Had being the first song, like being the leading single that I heard from that. And I was like, okay, and like, I'm not saying it was even bad song. Best I Ever Had is a great song. So it just got me to like, you know what? Let me go download this mixtape. I'm gonna see what this guy is about. And I was like, whoa. And then that's when I came across Say What's Real, and I was like, okay, like, yeah, okay, this guy is gonna rap. Like, okay, he's coming out swinging. Like, he's coming out like really with some music. Did my research. Okay, this is one of Wayne's artists and stuff like that. It just from there. So I'm gonna go with Best I Ever Had. That's one of the first songs, like I said, that made me. No, because that's not really the question. What was the first Drake song that made you a fan? So yeah, so Say What's Real. Say What's Real is the first Drake song that made me a fan, with Best I Ever Had being the first song that got me to listen to the project. So that's the answer for that one. How old were you when you first got some? How old was I? I was 17 turning 18. Yeah, just me and this, me and Shorty, like at the time, who was Shorty at that time. Yeah, it was just like one night, she hit me on some shit. Like, I don't think it was like planned. We ain't like never planned like, see, like that was what we was gonna do. But I just remember early in the day, she was telling me she's gonna be on my side of town. I'm like, okay. She's like, oh, at this time too. So it's like, oh, you'll be at my side of town past the time, like 10 p.m. Okay, so like in my head, I kind of like, all right, I kind of see where this is going. But like, this is your first time, so you gotta play it cool. You gotta play it cool. So like, yeah, I remember just telling my boys about it, like, cause like all of them, they were already like, they were already throw their personal business out there. But they was like, oh yeah, we got you. They're like, oh yeah, we got you. My mom used to be sleep like dumb early, like back in those days. And I wasn't even sure if I could like bring company over and stuff like that. Like, I never tested it before. So like, I wouldn't know how she would have reacted if she just saw like a girl like just in the house, like a girl that she didn't know and all this stuff in the crib. So like 10-11 p.m. come, I get a FaceTime call like, yeah, you're almost out of town, come meet me and stuff like that. So all right, cool, say no more. I convinced my younger brother. I'm like, yo, I like, me and him shared the room at the moment. I'm like, yo, I need this room. And when I say younger brother, which I think like literally like super younger, he's only like a few years younger than me. Like, there's nothing crazy like that. That's really like my best friend for real. So he knew what was up. So I had to tell him like, yo, bro, like, I need this room. So he was like, oh, once he caught on, he was more than willing. He was more than willing to like, he was more than willing. We hooked up was it the PS3? It was either PS3 or the PS4 we had at the time. Either or the system, we hooked it up downstairs, down in the living room and shit like that. He was cool. I cleaned up the room real quick and stuff like that. Guys, when a girl come over, you're gonna clean up. That's like that's one of the main parts of like cleaning up in general, because a woman is coming over. So did all that. I went to go meet her. She was only like a few blocks down, so I went to go meet her over there. Her and her friends, you gotta like entertain friends for a little bit before like I try to sneak off with her and shit like that. I brought my boy with me, so it made easier of like entertaining the friends. He did that part while me and her was able to kind of separate the group from a little bit. But they already was on timing. They already knew what was like, women is smart, so like they already knew what was going on. So it was just like making it feel natural. So, you know, then yeah, you know, we got back to the crib. I remember it was so awkward. We got back to the crib. I would say like I don't know what to call them, but like at the moment like the person like who my mom was dealing with at the time, he was there. So like, and I didn't know how he was going to react. Like I was like, I was like, like he about to see me bringing up this shorty in the crib. I said, he gonna tell my mom and shit like that. 'Cause I knew my brothers wouldn't care. I knew my older brother Doe wouldn't have cared. Like none of that. He probably would have gave me a fucking high five going up the steps if he was about to watch me do that. So I know he wouldn't have cared. I already took care of Bucks. He was downstairs doing what he had to do. Then Rel was gonna be with Bucks. Just so it was all taken care of. So fuck it. Get to the crib. I see the car. I'm like, because he wasn't there when I left. So when I come back, he's there. So I'm like, damn. I get in the car, like not get in the car. I get in the crib and I see him in the kitchen. Cause like when I walked into the old crib, the kitchen was where you seen like first, and then the stairwell was right there. So regardless if someone was in the kitchen, they seen you coming through the door. So he sees me, and then he sees this figure behind me, and I see him look. And he just turns around. He just turns around and starts minding his business. I was like, oh yeah, you're the GOAT. I was like, you're the GOAT. You're the GOAT. You're the GOAT. Well, I go upstairs. You know, room's clean already. You know, she feels comfortable, lays down and stuff like that. And we can just like dive into it. You know, of course, you set the mood, Netflix on. You know, just stuff like that. How's your day? You do all that stuff. You know, and then yeah, you know, the boy, So that's always gonna be a memory. Like that's stitched in my head. Me and her. I'm not saying like we barely talk anymore, but like ain't no bad blood neither. Like if I was to see her, we see each other, we know it's all love. So it's like it ain't nothing like crazy shit like that. I wish her well and everything. Always wish them well, guys. This might be a long video. I'm only in the second question. I'm already like 16 minutes in. Next question though. That was a good question. Next question though. What's your favorite store to shop at? That's hard. That's real hard. I guess I'm wearing it at one point. OVO, October's Very Own. That's definitely one of my favorite clothing brands to shop at. If that's stores that we're talking about, I'm gonna assume it's clothing brands that you're asking. So yeah, OVO. That's one of my favorite stores to shop at. Of course, Nike. If there's like any gift, like for any friends or family members, any gifts like y'all always want to give me or anything, Nike's always like just to go to, wherever it's like a hoodie, a t-shirt, a pair of sweats, some socks. I don't know. That's I can't really explain like how I feel about Nike's corporation. I just love them. Like I love their quality. I love their stuff. I'm gonna always see myself being able to wear Nike because like it has something for everybody. Like you can wear your expensive Nike Tech sweatsuits, or you can get like a regular Nike sweatsuit and still be stylish. Right? Like it doesn't. I made a video on it, but like about like all the like outfits, my cozy outfits, stuff like that, and it was like 3 different Nike like outfits in there. So Nike's definitely one of them. Supreme. At one point, I was heavy on Supreme. Copping. I have like a box logo hoodies. I got a few other hoodies. I got some tees and stuff like that. So Supreme was one of them. I like Kith a lot. Kith is like I just like their aesthetic of their store really when I go there. But like no, Kith does great collabs. He does like great how can I say it? Just like great quality of clothing as well too. I'm trying to think of just more like just brands. But if you're not talking brands in general, I will also say like Best Buy. Like if we're not just talking like clothing brands, Best Buy is one of my favorite stores to shop at. That's where I get like most of my electronics, like everything except for this mic. I got this mic from Walmart. Very affordable mic I got from Walmart, but everything else, I like from the MacBook to the gaming screen to the webcam, everything, the chat link cable, the Elgato, I got everything from Best Buy. I buy damn near all my electronics from Best Buy. I got my Switch from Best Buy. I tried to get the PS5 in Best Buy, but I missed the restock. I bought like my mom an iPad a few years ago from Best Buy. Like I'm always in that store as well too. What else? Trying to think of just more stores. Right now that's good. I'm gonna just stick with those few stores. What else? If you had to only eat one for the rest of your life, which one? Steak or fish? Cause both foods, I'm not like I'll eat both, like, you know, both entrees, like either it's steak or like fish. but I'm also not the biggest on them at all at the same time, like, you know. So like my family would tell you I'm not like, and it's weird to say, like, I know like a lot of men like to eat steak. I'm just not a big steak person, but I will, like, if I go to a restaurant and I can't really find nothing to eat, I'm gonna just end up getting a steak. That's just me. I'm gonna just end up getting a steak and just like do what I have to do. But sometimes like fried whitings, on some bread, I don't know, like that's good too. But I think I'm gonna go with steak for the rest of my life. Yeah, I think it'll probably be steak. Your mom was kidnapped and it's 45 minutes to drive to her. You put on a playlist. So if my mom was kidnapped and I had to take a 45-minute drive to her, am I playing a song? Am I playing music? That's actually kind of crazy to think about. Like, am I gonna sit in a car for 45 minutes just straight silence and anger trying to get to my mom? Or am I gonna turn on some music? That's some real deep shit to think about. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I might fuck around and put on a playlist. I know that's crazy to say, but it's like I can't see myself driving for 45 minutes straight in silence and anger. Like, cause my mom was just kidnapped, so like it's gonna be hard to keep that anger for 45 minutes. You trying to, and depending where she got kidnapped to and all this stuff, like wherever the location is, like you might take highways and like back streets and roads. So like that, like I'm definitely gonna try to have some type of music to set the mood and stuff. I don't know. I'm gonna have to just to at least keep my mind like at a certain place, because other than that, I'm just gonna be overthinking everything. Like, oh, what could happen to her, what they're doing. So yeah, nah. Yeah, I might put on a playlist. Definitely let me know down below in the comments what y'all doing in that situation. I might clip this question. That's a good question as well. What or who inspired you to start streaming? That is like, because like I said, I started streaming last year. But it's a few, bro. It's a few. Let me actually pull up my Twitch. But I remember the first stream, like I actually like was like watching a year ago. His name is Igor, and he called his place like Igor's Lair. He's a Dead by Daylight streamer. He streams other games too, but he's like more of a Dead by Daylight streamer. It was just one day, 2, 3 in the morning. I just hopped on TikTok. That's what it was. Before I even had the Twitch app, I hopped on TikTok, and then you know when you're scrolling, sometimes lives come up. His live popped up and he was playing this game. He's playing Dead by Daylight, and I always seen it like on the PlayStation Store, stuff like that. So, and I love horror movies. I love horror movies and anything like that has to do with horror. So when I saw this game, I was like, ooh. And then like it had Michael Myers. Michael Myers is my favorite like fictional or non-fictional, whatever. My favorite like non-fictional serial killer. I'm trying to think of the word to say. Yeah, like I'm not sure if it's like I'm fucking stupid. So but like yeah, like I always watch Halloween and stuff like that, regardless at a young age. Whenever new ones come out, I will go there to see it, all that type of stuff. So he's in this game and I'm looking like, oh shit, like this game seems really interesting. But I was always scared, like, do I want to pull the trigger on it? It's always like how I feel about games, you know, you never know when you want to waste your money on a game or not. So but one day I'm scrolling on TikTok and like this white dude pop up, his name is Igor. So I'm like, oh shit, and he's playing the game, and like he's just going around, he's doing what he have to do, like breaking generators, he's killing the other survivors and stuff like that. He's using like little strategies to do, and it just got me into watching it. And he was just like being funny at the same time, like not being too serious. I'm trying to like pull up his Twitch profile. Like he's like wasn't being too serious. It was just very easy. He just made it seem like very, very easy, like easy. Like I'm trying to like still they won't let me look. Oh, here it is. I gotta pause the video. Yeah, my man's right here. I don't know like if the focus, it won't focus out. Like kick the camera to focus out, but fuck it, I'm gonna put it right here. No, wrong side. I'm gonna put it right here, like his Twitch page. He was one of the first ones that got me into it. But then like from there I started to see even more streamers and I started to like to get more into it. But then like also just like other people I've already been following like on social media in general, like other influencers I've been following on social media in general, I realized that they already been streaming. So like Mark and Art and then the entire RDC, like, you know, or Supreme Dream, so people might know him as, but we know him as Mark, Cash Money Mark from RDC. been watching him since like Vine days. Like I just remember being on Vine and just watching all his his Vines, and he went into YouTube and Instagram, started making more creators for him and all his friends. He inspired me the most to do like stuff like this, because like it's just the way that he always had his friends with him. Like no matter what stage in life that they're up there. They're getting up there with this content creating stuff. Like they achieved a lot, and they all still a close-knit friend group, and that just always made me like, damn, I could do that as well. And then like last but not least, like it will be impossible, as I feel like as a black man, or just not even black man, as a black person, like and into this space right now, it would be impossible to say like Kai Cenat, Duke Dennis, Phantom, Agent, Davis, Chris, all of them, entire AMP, it will be almost impossible to say like they have not been inspiring me as well. Definitely Kai and Phantom. I think them being from New York, you kind of relate to them a little more. Even though I'm from Jersey, but they're still on the East Coast and the East Coast shit. So just watching them, and they like, damn, they're really achieving like some like real great shit, like some real great things, and it's just like, whoa, like that there's the things that they're doing, like, and just the fact like they're also a close-knit group that's trying their best, like just to say like to stay genuine, to stay positive. If you watch nothing but their clips, you would totally be out of the loop and stuff like that. So like I watch some of their actual streams, and I get to see like, oh, you really get to see their personality. You get to see how media can like construe like how you view them and stuff like that, when deep down they're all just genuine people who are all trying to find their way. That's just all it is. So definitely I have to say Kai and AMP, Phantom and AMP, everyone, all of them as well. For me, yeah, what's actually next week? I actually closed out motherfucking Instagram. Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Mr. Christie, coming to you live from the iPhone. Honestly, just wanted to like, make like a quick outro for this video. I know I said for the get to know me video it's going to try to be 2 videos, but like I said, the question and answer segment kind of turned into 3 videos. So I'm gonna get this part uploaded. This was part 2. I really do hope you enjoyed watching it. Like I said, the video's not over yet. I'm just gonna take some time to edit the 3rd one, and I'm gonna get that uploaded for you guys. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share, and I'll get back to you soon. Peace, guys.